Just as involved. Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry, Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as Spring Break Camp, Summer Camp, and After School. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet.
Alarm off. Cat alarm. Turn this up. Sun peeking through the curtains, we already in gear. Whole town tuned in, bring your coffee over here. Dial locked in, yeah, you know how we do. It's the community wake up with news you can use. Community wake up morning show. Charles and Damali on the go. News you can use right here, right now. We break it down, put it in your lifestyle. Charles got the headline straight, never hollow. Damali got the game plan, moves you can follow. Traffic and the weather, what's popping at the school. From the block to the boardroom, we keep you in the loop. Yeah. Community wake up morning show. Charles and Damali on the go. News you can use right here, right now. We break it down, put it in your lifestyle. From the front porch to the car hustle, keep it light, keep it real, keep the hometown muscle. Turn it up, let the whole crew know you rockin' with the community wake up morning show.
Welcome to the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali. Good morning, locally, nationally, and internationally. I am Charles.
And I'm Damali.
We are here to deliver news you can use, culture, and conversation that moves community forward every single day.
So today, our theme is execution. We're going to talk about getting it done. We will be providing listeners with valuable information about our theme and what it means to community. The goal is to inform, empower, and connect community.
And the vision is a stronger, smarter, much more engaged community in this season. Thank you guys for tuning in this morning on the NYCU.FM radio station. Them ratings are going up, and more up, and we appreciate that. We also live and syndicated locally right here on KBOB 89.9 FM, where Uncle Bobby E allows us to tell our story our way. We appreciate that. Don't forget about the Juice Radio Show, our youth program, where we allow high schoolers to get into the radio space. They do local, great business. They do national, good business, and international. They go to Africa and
no, not today.
I ain't gonna dance too much this morning. Anyway, we also live on YouTube, the official Whirlwind Development News you can use. Juneteenth is up next, Damali.
Yes.
But today is hump day. The goal is to get over the hump. It's already 66 degrees in Tulsa, Oklahoma. No rain ain't dropping yet. But we got something for the people today. Today we got a show that you cannot miss because the topic says it all. Damali, how about this? I see you got your rebuilding Black Wall Street, and I got the Black excellence going on. So we look, we're on the same page today.
Yes, absolutely. No, I'm feeling pretty good today. Feeling pretty good. Today is going to be a fantabulous day. I made that up. So that's why words get mixed up there. But today's going to be a really good day. Before we get started, though, I wanted to give a quick update about Juneteenth. So I'm glad you brought it up when we started talking, when you started talking this morning, when you cracked the mic.
Yep.
So, Juneteenth, this year, they are requiring everyone to register for Juneteenth. Now, I have been reading the comments, and most of the time I don't read the comments because people be going nuts.
Is it soapbox season?
It's soapbox season.
Oh God! To kick it off.
To kick
you don't want to do the affirmation first?
No, I don't.
You just want to get right to it. Oh, the affirmation afterwards.
Yes, afterwards.
Okay. Can I do this then?
Yes. Go ahead.
Shout out to Lauren Evans.
Absolutely.
Because some years back, her mom Sherry.
Gamble Smith.
Gamble Smith had passed away, who was an iconic figure in our community that I would never in all my days forget. Her spirit is still live and well on Greenwood. But can you imagine the baton and the weight of it?
Nope.
Because life is about who can you pass that baton to when your race is over. And Lauren had to be the person to grab that heavy baton. And she has done that and has done an excellent job.
Absolutely.
Though married, though with kiddos, and though all of that. And so a lot of times, and we can understand when you sitting at the top of a mountain and you got to be making you the last one man standing. I could have said the last man standing, but y'all understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't understand the decisions that you're making because you got to make the best decision for yourself and you got to consider others. But imagine trying to make that decision when you are over the largest Juneteenth in the country and you're trying to make adjustments for the kids, for the elders, and for everybody in between to just make sure we have a good time and deliver what Juneteenth is designed for.
Exactly.
Because in these days and times, people think Juneteenth is to clown around, fight, shoot, cuss, go crazy. You're missing it.
Yeah.
And that's where when you don't get to pass down the stories about our history and what it's meant, whose shoulders you standing on, and when you on sacred. You know how grandma do it, Damali? Close the door like them pastors been doing. Get the doors. Now, we're not going to raise no offering.
Right.
But sometimes you got to say get the doors because sometimes you just got to govern things accordingly to just make sure everybody knows it's good to come back outside.
Right.
That people are considering you coming out and trusting her with you, your family, and everybody engaged, because the goal is to come have a good experience and get back home safe and sound and keep on moving. That's my thought as you ease in to the slippery soapbox.
Well, I was not going to ease in at all.
Go in.
What is happening this year? So, last year, unfortunately, someone thought it was a great idea to bring their beef to our Juneteenth event. And as a result of that, then one person was killed and unalived. The other person was paralyzed. And it was just a whole bunch of chaos and craziness going on. Charles and I were hosting this event on last year. And just as Lakeside was getting ready to perform, they had just did their little opening intro, then that's when all this chaos took place, right? So prayerfully, no one else was injured. It was terrible, just the whole thing that happened. As Charles just explained, Lauren lost her mom to gun violence. And so to have to relive that at an event that she worked so hard to put together, and as a matter of fact, last year was the first year that she had set up outside on the main strip, a place where you can go and sit. She had pictures of her mom set up with plants and all of this stuff, just as a place where people could go and give tribute and honor her mom, who was one of the founders of the resurgence of Juneteenth. Juneteenth has always been happening, but here in Tulsa, it had died out for a little while. And so she was one of the ones who was instrumental, Sherry Gamble Smith, in helping to bring Juneteenth back. And then when she unexpectedly passed away, then, as Charles said, Lauren picked up the baton. So you must know the anguish and the mental trauma that the Gamble family went through when this incident took place. Right. First of all, we're on sacred ground. We're on hollow ground at Juneteenth in the first place. And then to have to relive, some of the things that they had just relived with Sherry Gamble Smith, it was very traumatizing. So it was not only traumatizing for them as a family, but it was traumatizing for our entire community. So with that being said, now you're in the dilemma of trying to figure out how in the world you're going to be able to present this concert or present this event and make sure that it's safe, because we all know that when something crazy happens, then funds are withdrawn. See, it's free to the community, but everything costs somebody something.
Oh yeah, somebody
right?
paying something.
And so the sponsors now, they're like, we don't want to touch it. And so unless you do certain things to make sure that it's going to be secure, then people are like, nope, we don't want to have nothing to do with it.
It's kind of like if you have an accident in a car, then your insurance go up.
And
don't have no roof damage. If you replace that roof, then now instead of paying,
you might get canceled.
Go up. So this is no different. If you have an event and an incident happened, and I don't want to insure it because somebody's gonna have to pay. Something happened.
So there have been some rumors spread. And so my job on this show, because this is about the community, and because I was there last year in the middle of the melee, I was there, and Charles and I, unfortunately, had the duty of trying to make sure that everybody was calm, that we kept the people that were on the concert grounds, safe, because they were under our control as far as they could hear what we were saying and talking about, because there was so much, going on, where the incident took place on the Strip. But in any event, I feel like, we need to, when there is misinformation being spread, then that's why we have this mic. And that's why it's called the Community Wake Up, because we don't want things to be said in our community that are not true.
Right.
So first and foremost, I shared the story about what happened with the Gamble family, because I want you to understand that they are very concerned about this community. They are very concerned about the safety of each and every person that resides within our community. So when you come to this event, it's not just about them, making money or being out here to be seen.
There's no money being made. Let's dispel that.
Exactly.
When you put on these festivals, whether it's Legacy Fest or Juneteenth, then just know most of this stuff falls under a not-for-profit umbrella.
Absolutely.
Not-for-profit means just that, and you don't know that because if you see a big stage, somebody sponsored that. You see the artists get on stage, somebody sponsored that. When you see all the lights and all of that stuff, somebody sponsored that. That's not like money you making to do that. Somebody sponsored that. So typically 9 times out of 10, when a festival is over, that's like this, you're in the deficit, hoping that you can at least zero out.
Exactly.
So trust me, nobody is behind stage with a bag of money going anywhere.
Right.
But anyway.
So, and AJ said he was there when this happened. He absolutely was. Yeah. But in any event, so I because we know that is the perception and that's what people think, then it is our job to dispel the myth. So these concerts are put on in honor of Juneteenth and what it represents, but it is the love of the people who are actually putting it on as to why these free concerts are happening, right? And so this year, because of what happened at Juneteenth last year, then some things have to change, and they had to change. And of course, it's a huge decision as to decide what needs to change, how it needs to change, still taking into consideration the budget, understanding that people are like, hey, we don't want to touch it this year. You guys try it this year, and if it works out, then maybe we'll follow up the next year and, support the cause. So this year, all attendees are going to be required to register for entry into the 2026 Tulsa Juneteenth Festival. Now, let me say this. This is no different. I've been to concerts in Dallas, Atlanta, Chicago. They have these requirements. So this is not nothing new. This is not something that's, unheard of and it's never done anywhere. I personally have been to concerts in different places that are free public concerts, but you have to have control. When this situation happened, it created the need to have control of the crowd, who's coming in, who's going out. So what they say is this: registration is free. As part of our ongoing commitment to provide a safe, organized, and enjoyable experience, registration has been implemented as an additional safety measure and a way to help us accurately track attendance and be able to plan for future events. Now, why is this important? And I'm just going to go through this just for a second, and I just want to take a few moments to do that. Why this is important is because this is about tourism. Unfortunately, there has not been a way to actually capture the actual physical numbers of the people who come to Juneteenth. Now, we know, because we're from community, we know the number of folks that actually come who are from out of state and all of that, but there has not been an official way that we've been able to capture those numbers. So this now will allow us to be able to capture some of that, because tourism dollars in our city always is good for when we're trying to go for dollars from philanthropic organizations or companies. Then what we're saying is, if you sponsor us, we know that this many people have shown up at this event historically. This is a number of people that we can advertise your product or your business or whatever to. So people, organizations or businesses want their name to be represented to large crowds or, large gatherings. Okay. So we can say, yeah, 20,000 people come. So 20,000 people are going to hear about your company or your product that that you have. So that's why that's important. But then also the safety piece is the other piece. So here are the points that you need to know about registration. Registration is going to be required for the Saturday night concert, period, even though the concert grounds had nothing to do with what happened on the Strip. Okay. The concert portion of the festival will be one day. It's only going to be on Saturday, June 20th. All individuals ages 13 and older must register prior to entry. Period, point blank. If you're 13 or older, you must be registered. Children under 13 do not need to register, but must be accompanied by a registered adult. So if you have younger children that you're bringing with you, that's fine. They don't have to be registered, but they must be with you. I don't know who thought it was a great idea to think Juneteenth was a place for you to babysit, to babysit your children. Parents pulling up, dropping off, 10, 12 kids. No. That's not what we're doing, because now they're unsupervised. Unsupervised kids sometimes get into devilment. And right. Let's just say that, and we're going to leave it right there. Each guest must register individually. So if you're a husband and a wife and you're coming, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you have to register individually and present your own proof of registration for entry. Proof of registration will be required at the gate. Okay. And all attendees will be required to register for entry, period. Okay. So I've said all that. So now I've said all that to say this. It is no different than at 9/11 when it was decided that we were implementing TSA, right? I would rather stand in a line to be safe than to get on a plane that's going to crash into a building. I would rather stand in this line. I would rather register, stand in this line to know that I'm going to be safe. My kids, my grandkids are going to be safe at this event than to come to this event and have craziness going on because it couldn't be controlled. So I am on a soapbox because I know how hard, first of all, I know how devastated this Gamble family was when this incident took place last year, because I was there, because I saw it. I saw them relive the trauma, right, of what happened in their own family because of gun violence. So for people to get on social media and start warring with this family because they're trying to make sure that everybody is safe, I have a problem with that. And so I just want to say it publicly. And I know that this is broadcast all over, but I want you guys to understand how important the safety of our community is to this family in particular, because of what they've already been through. So sometimes you don't know the backstory and you don't know why stuff like this is being implemented. So that's my job, is to share it with you. So I'm going to get off my soapbox about it. Juneteenth is going to be great. Lakeside is coming back again.
Lakeside to ship.
Lakeside the ship.
I hated that last year. I had already got on the ship.
I know.
I was trying to drive the ship. I thought it was a real ship. I said, are you the pilot of the ship, or
right.
What are you doing to ship? And what I love about Lakeside, they were so excited to be on Greenwood. They were so excited to perform. Mm-hmm. And of course, when I'm so happy, and that's what God comes in, that they're willing to come back. So this definitely is going to be an old school party. Now, we're going to have some locals that get on stage and do their thing, but it's going to definitely be an old school party. When I say these brothers put on the show, they put on the show. But I agree with you, Damali, and I thank you for explaining that, because a lot of people travel here from different states. I mean, we have the largest Juneteenth in the country. So you got to remember that's a lot of responsibility. So I'm just happy. Shout out to Lauren, her team, her board, everybody affiliated for making these adjustments. That way, if you're listening in local, national, international, put up at Juneteenth. We got a couple weeks coming up. Make sure you register. Hey, I'm glad, with the kids and all of that. And then maybe later on we can get back to where things can be a little more relaxed, but the city and everybody wants us to know what was being done. Damali has eloquently broke that down. So just govern yourself accordingly. Come out and get ready to have a great time, because I just can't wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I will say this, in addition, the last thing is that the reason why Lakeside is coming back is because they did not get an opportunity to perform. They just did their intro, and then we had to pull them off of the stage because of what happened, and then they were not able to perform again. So for those of you who are saying that this is a repeat, well, no, it's not really a repeat. They didn't get the opportunity to perform because of what happened. So, we are very grateful that they were willing to come back to our city after the unfortunate, chain of events that took place. But, we'll have a good time. So I am looking forward to it. Uncle Brian, you said, where do you register? You register at TulsaJuneteenth.org. So once again, that's TulsaJuneteenth.org.
We'll have our producer put that in the chat box there. So
Yes.
no matter whether you local, national, international, you go ahead and register today and get situated. And I'm ecstatic that these adjustments have been made. I'm ecstatic that we still, because here's the thing, Damali, we could be announcing that we're not going to have Juneteenth in 2026.
Right.
So do you not want to have it, or do you want to have it with the appropriate measures so that we can, nothing is guaranteed.
Right.
But these are measures being made that you can come back out. Because a lot of people, guess what they're going to say? Man, I want to know what they're going to do before I come back out there. So thank you, Lauren, in my mind, for making those adjustments. And as we go year after year, we'll see what that looks like. But it's going down. So you can register. It's still free $99. The food truck's going to be out. We going to be out. Y'all going to be out. And we're going to celebrate and get back to what Juneteenth is all about. Right. And it's what last year is not what Juneteenth is about. So this year we're going to get back to what it's about. So Damali, good job on that.
Sure.
All right, it's already 20 minutes after the hour. We're going to take a break, let Damali get some water. But I think what she did was deserving, because that comes from the beauty of having somebody grassroots. Somebody was born and raised and know about Greenwood, know the history, and seasoned enough to know what the adjustments are, not just somebody getting on, using their fingers to do all this craziness. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to do an affirmation, and we're going to jump into the show. So govern yourself accordingly. Share that information that she just shared, and we'll be right back, and we're going to get the party started. Community Wake Up with Charles and Damali. We'll be right back. Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry, Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as Spring Break Camp, Summer Camp, and After School. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet. Looking to take your event to the next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio Remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World1Development.
This is what mornings are supposed to sound like.
Good morning, Charles.
What's up, Damali?
It's the community wake up.
And keeping you connected.
Hey, we on.
Real talk.
Everybody's up and at it.
More action. All the time.
From 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the community wake up.
Weekdays.
With Charles and Damali.
Make sure you tune in. Welcome back to the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali. You're tuned in on NYCU.FM radio station. We also live and syndicated locally right here on KBOB 89.9 FM, where we tell our story our way. We also on YouTube, the official World One Development News you can use, but you got the absolute best seat in the house right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street on the historic Greenwood.
Yes.
In here with Damali and I. Damali broke down the Juneteenth festivals. The link is in the thing, Tulsa, Juneteenth.org. Go get that info, Damali. It is hump day. We're going to get over the hump. We got a special guest that pulled up, and we're going to bring him on a little bit late. See, we always got a special guest to talk about what we want to talk about. But y'all going to have to hold on to see what that special guest is. Damali, on this hump day, what's going on? How you feeling?
You know what? I am feeling pretty good. I am feeling encouraged because we just came off of a huge high with Fantasia.
Absolutely.
And the same experience that we had with Fantasia, we expect to have that with Lakeside.
Absolutely.
For Juneteenth. You know, this is outside season for us.
Outside.
Also, we have, and if you are looking for a place for your children to go, we have about 10 slots available at our Edgerac Unplugged Summer Camp.
Right.
Now, the reason why it's called Unplugged is because we don't have electronics at our camp.
Right.
When you get there, you check in your phone at the door. Matter of fact, just don't even bring it. Just leave it in your parents' car or leave it at the house because we're going to have a great time. So we're going to be doing some STEM stuff. We're going to be doing STEAM, art. We're going to be doing woodworking. We're going to be, we've got all kinds of stuff lined up. And then, of course, we've got fitness guru Brandon Isham from Isham Performance. He's going to be coming and he's going to be working them kids out.
Right.
So at the end of the day, by the time they get through, at this camp, each day, they're going to be so woe out. When they get home, they just want to take a bath, eat, and go to bed.
Right. See, the thing about it, we're taking it back. It's old school, but it's still got that new school twist, 2026. A lot of people are like, why y'all do the unplug? Because guess what? Kids live on electronics.
Yes.
They live in front of the TV. They live on social media. So we be like, let us remove that a little bit. Because back in the day when it was us and we didn't have all of that, our relationships better. Our bonding was closer.
Right.
We had other games to do. And let me tell y'all something. By us doing unplug, if you see how tough it is for these kids to leave when the camp is over, they crying, they hug, and they doing all that. Because let me tell you what happened before that. Before we did the unplug, you would have all the kids in there with their phone. You wouldn't even know it was 50 kids in the room because it would be dead silent. Because guess what? Everybody's on their electronic devices. Nobody's saying hi to each other. Nobody's doing anything. And if you try to take the device, they get mad and be ready to fight.
Right.
So it's oh, no, we're not going to do that. We're just going to unplug it all at the door. And now the kids may be doing freeze tag, some jumping jacks. They might be doing all kind of fun stuff. My favorite thing is
steal the bacon.
Huh?
My favorite thing is steal the bacon.
I don't even know what steal the bacon is.
So they have these ribbons that are supposed to represent bacon. They have a little block that the ribbons are, the blocks that you jump on at the gym.
Right.
They have one of those with the bacon laying on top of the block.
Right.
So you've
hold on. Real bacon?
No, it's the bacon are strips of fabric.
Well, it's early in the morning. It's breakfast time. So when you say steal the bacon, I'm like, who's stealing the bacon? Because I want to go steal some eggs with it and some cheese and make me a sandwich.
No,
but anyway.
No, not that.
Okay.
So the kids, you pick a kid, they're in a circle around this block, right?
Right.
And these strips of fabric are laying on top of it. And so when it's like duck, duck, goose. So you go around, pick one kid. When you pick the kid has got to run go get the bacon,
Right.
which is the strip of fabric, but then they got to run and catch the person around the circle before they get back to their spot.
I was today years old when I figured out the name of that game,
Yeah,
but
I didn't know what the name of it was either, but Coach Isom, so he taught us that my granddaughter had a meltdown because she lost and still.
I'm gonna tell you my favorite game.
And your grandson consoled her
a little bit just to kind of get it right. Hey, my favorite game still, and I loved it then, and I might play it now if I can move, dodgeball.
Oh, they love dodgeball.
When you put all the balls in the middle and you got to run and get it and back up, it's that, see, you at war, but you're only going to be getting hit by a rubbery ball. But some people got a strong arm, you don't know, but it's still, it be coming. But when you get down to the last one or two and everybody's cheering on their team and all that, then I kind of love it.
So those are the types of team sports that we bring at the Edgerac Unplugged Summer Camp, things that kids can do to work together. One of the other things that I really enjoy is that we have a couple of children who come to the camp who are in wheelchairs.
Right.
And I just love the way that our kids, we are teaching them to take care of each other.
Right.
One of my favorite things, this was not last year before last, is we went to a water park over at Chandler Park.
Right.
And we were up there at the water park, and Caden, which is the little boy's name, they actually helped Caden get up. He wanted to slide down the slide.
Mm-hmm.
So all the kids got together. They helped him get to the top of the slide. They had kids stationed there, but then they had kids stationed at the bottom. And they were like, go, Caden, go, 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 go. And Caden got all hyped up. He's like, yeah, and he slides down the slide.
Right.
And I mean, the elation.
Right.
Like, it was so funny because there were other people who had nothing to do with our camp. They were like, yeah,
everybody got in. We got told, but that's community.
That's community.
Right here in North Tulsa, right on 56th Street North in Peoria.
Yeah.
Kids getting together, looking out for each other. Because guess what? Mm-hmm. Those things continue to go with those kids throughout life. Because we understand those experiences just don't stay at Edgerac.
That's right.
When these kids go and leave Edgerac and go back to school, they stay in contact with each other.
Exactly.
They show up at each other's sporting events. They look for who is doing good. And we got to find a way, Damali, to me, to get back to more of that.
Absolutely.
So now you can see, even though we grown folk, we be all fired up. See, Damali thinks she in the camp. Lisa, I go by.
What you mean?
Well, I forget what Damali is. I look over here. She's all in the middle of the games with the kids. But that's a good thing.
I love it.
To have. So what I love about our camp too is it's a good mixture of all age groups.
Yes.
So we got students that used to be in the camp that are now going to OU and Langston and all these different colleges. They come back and volunteer,
right?
Which I love.
Yes.
Then you got the seasoned veterans, not old, seasoned.
Right.
So you got Mom, you got Miss Caddy, you got Miss Barbara, and all that. So you have that because a lot of times, what I think is missing is that wisdom. So we got our kids conditioned to listen to our more seasoned individuals, and you should see the way. And here's the thing: when you're a young parent, a parent may come in with a kid and they can't figure out what to do with the kids. But see, when you season, oh, he just hungry. Oh, she just need come on here and give me a hug. And then parent be saying like, what the heck is going on at Edgerac?
Right.
It's called experience.
Yeah.
This is going to be our 14th Unplugged Summer Camp.
I cannot believe this.
And I'm going to say this first and foremost.
Yeah.
It's a community effort. You may be like, man, I'm not getting out there with those kids. But each kid is only $20 a day.
Yes.
That's breakfast, that's lunch, that's healthy snack, that's reading, math, science, life skills, STEM, woodwork, field trips, that's everything. So we throwing everything at your kids. And this is what I love most about the camp, Damali, is you know how normally during the summertime, kids reading functioning levels and math functioning levels, they be going down. At Edgerac, they go up.
Yes.
So we do an assessment at the beginning, and then we do an assessment at the end, like Damali. So though you having all this fun, you still also learning. And then when they go back to school, the teachers and principals be calling like, man, what you do this summer?
Right.
You doing better instead of regressing. And I think all those things come together, make for a great summer camp. Because Damali said we only got 10 slots. So yeah, we're going to start on Monday, June 8th in the morning. We do before care, we do after care. So for some of y'all that have already donated, went to just edgeractulsa.com, click it, $20, $50, $100, $500, $1,000. We welcome it all. Just put in there summer camp sponsorship, and we appreciate you in advance.
So Brenda Harbin asks, what time does camp start each day? It starts at 9:00 a.m. It goes to 4:00 p.m. As Charles said, we feed the kids breakfast and lunch, and then they'll have some kind of snack every day. It's different every day. But shout out to our staff who has been over there working tirelessly, trying to get things ready. That's Miss Priscilla Caddy, my mom, Miss Barbara Benson. You know, they've been over there. Mr. Fred, been over there just trying to get things set and get things ready. So thank you guys so much for doing that. So, you know, hey, make sure that you sign your kids up, or your grandkids, or your great grands, you know, sign them up. You know, we got a few slots left, and we want to make sure that all of the kids in community who can come. And, you know, so just make sure you just govern yourself accordingly. And you can go to edurectulsa.com/camp.
Right.
In order to sign your child up.
Yeah, and I just want to add, the before care is like 7:45. So for those parents that got to get to work by 8 o'clock, then we have those adjustments in the morning. And then for the parents that don't get off until 5 o'clock, then that's what we do our aftercare. So camp is 9 to 4, but we do have before care and aftercare. It's like $5, $2 or something like that. But
yes, there is a charge for that, and we need to know in advance so that we can make the appropriate adjustments to staff so that we can take care of that. But that is an option that is available to you. So anyway, we've been on all of that. I think it is time, because I, came in hard and heavy with y'all this morning about this Juneteenth stuff. But so we're going to do our morning affirmation. So, because we need to woosah, right?
You need to woosah.
Well, okay, I need to woosah. I'll take that.
No, we need to woosah. Because here's the thing. The beauty of affirmation is you just never know what kind of day people are going to have.
That's right.
And we do the affirmation because it's not, some of y'all don't get to work until 8 o'clock. So I think it's always good to be able to center to yourself, get centered, have some good energy and get ready, because you don't know what's going on once you open your door and go outside. You don't know what's going on when you get in your car, because you got a lot of road rage out here and you don't know what it is when you get to work. So we want you to go to work and be smiling, having good energy, first coming in like Bernie Mac on that movie and slapping people. Pow! Move out of my way. I told you, leave me alone. You know how some of y'all go to work? I ain't had my coffee yet. Get out of my way. We don't want you doing none of that.
We don't want you doing
Community Wake Up job is to get you to work on time and in a good space, because we want you to change the atmosphere of your job.
That's right.
We want you to change the atmosphere. If you're going to school, work, play, wherever you're going, we want you to be the change when you come in. And they're like, why you feel so good? I'll watch the Community Wake Up with Charles and Damali. I'm feeling pretty good. You can't steal my joy, because I got the affirmation under me.
Not at all.
Let's go with it.
Okay, so we're going to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. So today our theme is time stewardship. Okay, so here's the affirmation. I value my time and use it wisely to build what matters most. So the first part says, I value my time. Valuing your time means recognizing that time is one of your most valuable resources. Unlike money, time cannot be earned back once it's spent. When you value your time, you protect your schedule, you set priorities, avoid unnecessary distractions, and invest your energy intentionally. You treat your time like something precious. The next piece says, and use it wisely. Using time wisely means making intentional choices about where your attention goes. It means spending more time on growth, learning, family, faith, health, and purpose, and less time on the things that do not add value to your life. You spend your time on things that help you move forward. The next piece says to build. Building requires effort and consistency. This part reminds us that success, relationships, businesses, families, and communities are all built over time. Every day is an opportunity to lay another brick. You are creating something meaningful with your life. And the last piece says, what matters most? This is about identifying your true priorities. For some people, that may be family, faith, community, health, education, business, or even legacy. The key is making sure the calendar reflects your values. You focus on what is most important, not just what is most urgent. So the bigger message is this. This affirmation is about intentional living, wise stewardship, prioritization, and building a meaningful life. Because every day that you are making deposits into your future, when you value your time and use it wisely, You stop spending your life by accident and start investing in it on purpose. And over time, those intentional investments create the life, legacy, and impact you desire. And this has been this morning's affirmation, and it's been brought to you by Build in Tulsa. Thank you so much, Build in Tulsa, for sponsoring the affirmation this morning. And yeah, time stewardship. That's what we're talking about.
You know what? The most important thing that you said out of all of that,
What's that?
which people got to learn to respect, is you said, my time, your time. Because people would help you govern your own time. And I don't think that's unfair.
Right.
So your own time, which time is lifetime. To me, it's the most valuable thing. You can give somebody some money, you can get that back. Car, you can get that back. But once you lend somebody your time, Damali, that time is gone.
It's over with.
So when you think about time and you think about stewardship, then how does that? Because I think the affirmation is right on time. Because time management, misappropriating your time. Folks can get to work on time and leaving early. And time is everything. That's how we govern what we do. So when you think about time / stewardship, what does it make you think about?
Well, the number one thing that I think about is wasting time.
Right.
Because I don't want to waste your time and I don't want you wasting mine. Because at the end of the day, like the affirmation says, time cannot be earned back once it's spent.
Right.
Once it's spent, it's over with. It's gone. And so at the end of the day, I've got to be a good steward. And I struggle with this sometimes too, because I want to try and do and help. And, that's just my nature. But then there are times when I'm like, you know what, this person didn't really just wasted my time. I did all of this to try to help them out. And they wasn't even serious about what it is that they were doing. So you wasted my time. So now I'm annoyed because my time has been wasted and I can't get those hours and minutes and seconds back.
Right.
And so I think that, and Charles and I were just talking about this morning when I was saying the same grace that we want is the same grace that we have to give.
Right.
And I think that sometimes we are so selfish as people because that's how we've been brought up, is to be selfish, right? And that's why it's very important to have a higher power, whatever that is. You can call him Buddha, you can call him Allah, you can call him Jesus, whatever it is, have a higher power because it helps you govern yourself and it helps you to be a steward of something, right? And I think that, sometimes we want to dictate to everybody else what they should do, but then we're not even following it our own self, so like Charles says a lot, on this show, sweep around your own front porch, so when I think about being a steward of my time, then I've got to do a better job of, first of all, saying no.
Right.
Because a lot of times we do things and let me just talk about me because, y'all can't get mad at me for talking about me.
Right.
But a lot of times I do things for people and then realize that they wasted my time. And then now I'm mad and I got an attitude, but I had a choice. Because when I saw that you weren't serious, because there are signs, I should have just went on down the road and said, you know what? I got to go. Or I got, go do something for my kids or my grandkids, anything just to go so that you can just go ahead and sit in that by yourself instead of, okay, well, maybe if I do this part, then they'll go on ahead and just jump in here and do this part, and then it never happens. And then now I'm annoyed. So we've got to be a better stewards because let me just say this. We never know. And I was just telling somebody this on yesterday. You never know when the sand is about to run out of your clock. You don't never know.
Somebody, did you have to sand running out the clock? That means it's time for you to get out of here.
Time for you to get up out of here.
So you don't want to be wasting
you don't want to
time.
waste your time. You don't want to waste those granules of sand on people who are not worth your time. You just don't want to do it. And so I'm at 58, it's still a learning process for me because I still have a good heart and, I always want to try to help people if I can. And, but sometimes people just are not where you can help them and you just got to say no.
Let me tell you the big number one robber I think of all time in 2026, social media.
Social media is a time sucker.
Ooh, so, and here's the thing. That's how people make money off you too.
Exactly.
You sitting there strolling and I'm guilty too. you know, you be like, man, I got to be at work by this time or that time, or I'm supposed to be at this appointment or something.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of time people get in there late because they fooled around and looked at Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
They fooled around and looked at TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
They fooled around and start reading comments about something. And next thing you know, you in this big tailspin, you look up at the clock and an hour and a half done passed by.
And
then you get off the thing. The first thing you tell yourself is, man, I wasn't even supposed to be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, can you get that time back?
No.
You know, you can't get that time back. I'll tell you this too. Me just trying to govern, like you said, Damali, myself. I've been trying to get to church by 10:30 for about a year and a half now. Don't y'all judge me. But it's kind of like, this is what I got to understand about that, Damali. We are creatures of habit.
Mm-hmm.
So I try myself to govern my habits better.
Right.
Because your habits is what's going to dictate your time.
Mm-hmm.
It's the people that, man, you know how certain people you be like, ooh, I can't answer that call because they ain't going to never let me off the phone.
Right.
Because you know what, you looking at it like, man, I can't talk. I got to wait till I got time to talk to them. You know, you'll say that.
Right.
And other calls, you'll go, oh, I can answer that because they're going to get to it and then get off.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to me to say, I need to do this sometime and do that on time, I have to always remember that we are creatures of habit. I've been trying to get to the show by 6:30, but since we've been on here, I done made it one time. You know what I mean? Can I be real?
Yeah.
Now, I'm always going to be here before we hit that thing at 7.
Right.
But y'all just don't know. I done flipped over and ran, climbed through. Man, I done slid and I barely done got here.
He done slid in the home plate, slid in his chair with the headphones just fell on his ears.
Man, I barely. Welcome to Community Wake Up Morning. I'm breathing all hard like, let's go to break. We're taking a break so I can take a break. But nevertheless, I'm probably not the only person that do that.
Right.
Some of y'all, I see y'all be passing me, and I'm doing. I ain't gonna say how fast I'm going because we got a special guest coming in today. But nevertheless,
you some tickets.
Damali, time is important for your relationship.
Yeah.
Time is important for your kids. Time is important for your grandkids and the things that matter to most. So I'm hoping in 2026 that we can find a way to give time back to the places where it's needed the most.
Absolutely.
Dads, time with their sons.
Yes.
Moms, time with their daughter. Your grandparent that you normally used to go check on, but your time done got away. Like, I'm gonna try to get by there to see you, but it's been 2 years. Me calling my nieces and nephews more and checking.
Yes.
How are you managing your time? You know, determines a lot of things that go on in our life. And so for me personally, when I think about my time, I'm trying to balance out still doing this community great work. But at the same time, Damali, when that sand is running out on the clock,
it is.
Or you get that phone call that somebody passed away.
Yes.
And then you say, man, I was supposed to call them last week or this week or that week. And you get a chance to call your best friend. You didn't get a chance to call your mama, your daddy. Time is one of the biggest and greatest stewardships that I feel like if we can figure out how to manage that, it just makes our life better all the way around the clock.
You know what? And one of the things and you can do little bitty things that make it better. We have a family group chat. So every day somebody is good morning, you know, so that reminds us, oh crap, I need to, you know, check in with the family, you know.
I'm just letting our producer know that our special guest is back here so he can pick him up. But you can continue. I just want to let him know he's back up.
Oh, he's there. Yeah. But anywho, so while we're talking about time and talking about the sand running out of your clock, want to send a shout out, and that's what made me remember is because I said that. Peebo Bryson, I don't know if you guys remember Peebo Bryson. He's a veteran R&B singer. He did the songs on Beauty and the Beast and A Whole New World. He actually passed away on yesterday.
No.
At the age of 75.
Peebo Bryson?
Peebo Bryson is gone.
Peebo Bryson
All
is
his
gone.
sand is out of the clock.
Man, just like that. Damali,
75 years old. He suffered a stroke. And so they don't know what the cause of death was exact, but he suffered, you know, some complications because of a stroke that he had. But you know, he was a 2-time Grammy Award winner. And they say he transitioned peacefully yesterday at 5:00, surrounded by his family and those that were closest to him.
Can I add something, Damali? I just want to add it because of time. And I'm glad we do the medical report. We're not doing it today.
Right.
But here's the thing. 80% of heart attacks and strokes are preventable. But you got to have time to go to the doctor. You got to have time to go to the gym. You got to have time to back up from them neck bones. You got to have time to let that pork chop with that hot sauce go.
Stop it.
You got to have time for that big pound cake that you like at night with Kool-Aid to wash it down.
Oh, not pound cake with Kool-Aid.
Well, everything is okay, like the doc say, in moderation.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, you still got to have time to do nothing else. If you can't do nothing else, at least get your annual checkup. If you ain't got time to do nothing else, at least go get your teeth cleaned 2 times a year. If you can't do but it's still, you be like,
just little bitty things. Yeah.
You know how, and here's the thing, Damali, and I think it's most difficult sometimes, man, don't be a single mom with 3-4 kids. I got to get these kids to school. They can running around there and all these activities. And then when you be like, have you had time to have any self-care? People be sitting back like, I don't even have time.
I don't have time to have time.
I don't have time to do any of that, you know?
Right.
So what you're saying is I got time to do everything for everybody else. But I have no time for myself. But here's the thing. If that sand run out on the clock, everything is going to be restructured. Everything going to be reorganized. And guess what, Damali? This world is going to go on.
Right.
Without you. I mean, it ain't going to take long either. You give it 30 days.
Get back into their routine.
The people that you felt like you had to do this for them and you had to do it. You felt like you had to do it. No, you didn't. So all we saying with this thing with time and time stewardship, make sure you're taking care of yourself first in all these areas.
Yes.
Then your family, and then just kind of put your time more in order so that at the end of the day, you don't have to be resenting or being mad about nobody. Because here's the thing. The worst thing is to do everything for everybody. Now, all of a sudden, you're in the hospital and don't nobody got time to come
ain't nobody going to show up for you. That's right.
Got no visitors.
Right. I'm going to go to the live real quick. So we got AJ is on and Uncle Brian, of course.
Welcome to the show.
Mom is watching. She got some eyeballs and some hearts on here. Hey, good morning, Mama. Hey. AJ says, good morning, Hump Wednesday on the Community Wake Up. The coffee is extra good this morning with some sunshine.
He got the Folgers in his cup.
Okay. Uncle Brian says, good morning, niece. Still on the sick list, but I'm back in the land of the positive.
Uncle
and
Brian,
it's time to stay positive and cut heads. What? Uncle Brian will be over there going crazy. Yeah. I just love him.
He on the medication.
Yeah. AJ says he was there when it happened, talking about Juneteenth. Anna Marie Baker says, good morning, family. Good morning, sis. All the way in Dallas. Uncle Brian says, bravo, Damali. Very well said. Talking about my commentary this morning about Juneteenth. And we'll talk about that a little bit more here in a moment. Let's see. Let me see. Who else? Oh, Brenda Harbin is watching. Good morning, Brenda. Claire Franklin is watching.
Welcome to the show. What's going on?
Jeremiah Blackwell says, morning, village.
What's up? What's up down there in the Mississippi?
Uncle Brian says, beautiful affirmation, food for thought.
Man, time.
Teresa says, grand rising community.
Absolutely.
And then Uncle Brian says, congratulations, Sir Idris Elba, for being knighted by King Charles for his good work in the community and his work in acting. I saw that a while back. Yeah. So yeah, congratulations to him. Brenda Harbin says, amen and well said. Teresa said she knows someone who'll be late for their own funeral.
Boy, tell them I'll be there in the casket in a minute.
Right. AJ says, when someone wastes my time when I did something to help them, it tells me that I will not be able to depend on that person to do something. I will check with someone else on their time and do it myself. Don't waste my time, and I'm not into wasting your time. The time that he wasted cannot be retrieved. That is absolutely correct. Uncle Brian says that Peebo Bryson just had a birthday. Yes, he did. Wow, he had a birthday on April the 13th. Yeah, so he said so very sad. Uncle Brian said he's been fighting to get in to see a specialist, and the quickest he can see them is June 15th. See, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes these doctors, they have you caught up. Sharon is back on again. Good morning, Sharon. Day number 2. What's up?
I love her.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you, sis.
Rolanda Harvey says, good morning, fam. Happy hump day. Love you. We love you too.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going to jump off into it. I'm going to give you guys the definition, our community wake up definition of time stewardship.
And then we're going to give our little take real quick. We're going to come to the live, then we'll take a break, and then we got our special guest live in studio.
Mm-hmm.
We got to hold on so you can see who this person is.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so our definition of time stewardship is the intentional and responsible use of time to serve others, accomplish meaningful goals, and contribute to the growth and well-being of the community. Time stewardship means using your time wisely to make positive difference in your family, neighborhood, organization, and community.
I like that.
Just like that. Mr. Larry just popped in. He says, good morning.
Damali, when you think, what are your main things when you feel like, or your pet peeves? Your pet peeves about your time?
I don't like people. First of all, I don't like people monopolizing my time.
Ooh.
If you need something, let's just get to the point. We ain't got to do all of this, all of this extras and overs.
Right.
What is it that you need so that I can get to the point? You know how some people come and be like, hey, you got on a cute dress and your hair looks so good.
I'm asking people on the live, pet peeve meaning, what do you dislike when people do certain things with your time?
Mm-hmm.
So we giving our pet peeve like, man, this annoys us when people do this with our personal time. We want to know yours.
Yeah.
And Damali, we back to yours. So one of yours is monopolizing your time, like trying to use way more.
Manipulating and monopolizing my time. So, it's like, oh yeah, your dress is so cute and your hair, oh, them braids look really good today. Hey, can I borrow $20? That's what you called for in the first place. So just lead with that. You ain't got to wait. We didn't have all this small talk for 20, 30 minutes. When really the whole reason why you called is because you want to check.
Let me hold $20 to tomorrow.
Just call and just say that. So now I'm annoyed and the answer is no. Whereas if you first called and said, hey, I got this situation going on, I was just calling to see if I could borrow $20. Then I might be like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. But if you do all of this over the river, through the woods, and the whole time I'm sitting on the phone thinking, well, why are you calling me? Because this, what's going on?
I'm going to add one of mine. So we got to do 3 each.
Okay.
We're going to do them pretty quick, though. So one of my pet peeves is when I feel like you don't value my time the way I value yours, meaning you want me to come to all of your stuff. But then anytime I have something, you can't show up.
And the wake up, we know all about that.
So when you got your wedding, you want everybody to be there. When you got your birthday party, you want everybody there. When little Johnny, your kid in kindergarten, graduating, you want everybody to be there.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's time for you to show up for somebody's stuff, you always got something else going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying that to say time is a two-way street.
It is.
If you want people to always be there to show up for you, you got to show up for them. And I even got friends like that. Now I'm saying people show up for me. So I'm just saying it was a time when that was not the case, but I had to reevaluate who's really a friend and who's really not. So the thing about it, if you find yourself going to all of your friends' stuff, you go to everything, but then when you have your birthday party, don't nobody show up? That's what I'm talking about. People got to value the time both ways. So when I think about time, then it needs to be mutual in what we do for each other, whether it's kids or just personally. All right, Damali, what's another one of your pet peeves with your time?
Another pet peeve is when people schedule things on your time.
Uh-oh.
Like, I am a busy person. Right. So don't schedule something and be like, oh yeah, so you need to go and do it.
Don't schedule something for you.
No. Right. Did you call me and ask me?
That is.
And even if I'm not doing nothing but sitting on the couch eating popcorn,
that's your time.
That's my time, and you don't get to schedule my time to do something that you scheduled. If you scheduled it, you need to go do it.
Right.
So I don't like that, and people have a nerve to get an attitude with you. I thought you could just go do it. Well, you thought wrong because I'm not gonna do it. And that's my oppositional defiance probably popping out. But I was like, no, I ain't, and no. So yeah, I don't like that. I don't like if you call me and ask me, that's one thing. So if you call and say, hey, Damali, I got X, Y, and Z going on, and I was wondering if you could help me out by doing, okay, cool, bet. Yeah, I got you. But then also you got to be reciprocal. Now, if you done called and asked for a favor, you got to remember that you owe me that favor, right?
Right.
Because some people are like, oh, no, I'm too busy. I can't go do that. Wait a minute, hold on. Now, you done scheduled 3 things for me. And I'm already mad about it, but I went on ahead and did it anyway. I didn't even know about it.
Damali, I signed us up for this conference. What you signed us? Wait.
No.
But then you feel like, well, I guess I'll go and go because you did think about, well, no, it's something.
No.
Let me see. Another one of my thing when it comes to my time, then we're going to do one more, then we'll take a break and get to our special guest because he ready.
Okay.
If I got to give you a ride, but you late. Oh.
Ain't that the worst thing ever?
I'm supposed to be somewhere at 8 o'clock. I done told you I'm going to come pick you up at 7:30. Because my pet peeve, I do not be. Now, if I'm late for myself, I got to take the hit on me.
Yeah.
But my pet peeve, if you know, I got to be somewhere. And look, this is what they keep doing. You come to the door, they keep sticking their finger out. You know, every time. Look, we supposed to be there at 8. And then they keep doing
I'll
this.
drive off. I will.
And so when you do that, I feel like you're not about. Because one, I done burnt my gas. That's $30,000 per gallon to come over there to get you. And I done told you I was coming to get you at 7:30. And now you're not going to be ready to 7:45. And now we both late. And they looking at me like I'm late. So I'm saying one of my pet peeves, it might not just be for me. If you riding with somebody, you need to be up, outside, and on the porch.
Listen.
With your bags in hand.
Listen.
When they pull up in their car.
Listen.
That's one of mine.
You know what? And I learned that valuable lesson. So see, sometimes your people teach you lessons. My grandma, Miss Minnie Lee Adams, God rest her soul. Miss Minnie Lee Adams, listen, my grandmother never drove. Ever in her life, but she was a church mother, and so the brothers would come and pick her up for church. My grandma would be up at 5 o'clock a.m. Baby, now church don't start till 10.
Right.
My grandma is up. She done showered. She done got dressed. She got her. She fully dressed with her church hat on.
That's what I'm talking about.
And she's sitting there in her chair with her purse, and she always had the top of her purse rolled over. I don't know what that was all about, to make sure she was holding on.
Because it was a purse and a weapon. When you rolled it, that means you can.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I used to do, and God had to deliver me from it.
What's that?
Which I may go back to it one day. But when I was young, because I had a car when I was young, I done worked on the trash truck to get this car.
Right.
If you was going with me somewhere, I would tell you what time I'm leaving. If you was not ready, guess what?
What?
I'm gone.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what.
It didn't. No, the problem was it didn't matter who you were. You could be my mama. You could be my grandma. You could be my uncle.
You would do that to your mama.
You could be the pastor. You could be one of them nuns for the San Antonio Spurs. It didn't matter who you were. If I was at your house at 8 and said we was leaving at 8, if you was not in my car at 8, I'm going to put my car, and I'm not coming back.
Stop it.
I don't care if I'm right at the stop sign right here.
Stop
but
it.
My mama used to be like, Charles, honey, you can't do that to people. You got to get, so then.
That is hilarious.
So let me tell you what I implemented.
Okay.
A grace period of 10 minutes. And I said,
that's
well, mama.
too long.
Well, no, I'm just telling you what I did because that helped me because she probably took me to 10 because I'll be burning up the whole time. But I did. I'm talking about my best friend. I'll be sitting out and I wouldn't even tell him. I'll be out there. I'll say, hey, I'm going to pick you up at 7. I'll probably pull up like 6:50, 6:55. If I put that car in drive and if my foot touch that gas, I don't care if you're coming out. You could be coming out the house when I'm driving off. I am gone. And my mom used to say, boy, you're going straight to hell. If you don't get your life, you can't do that. So that's why now I have a rule. Me and Damali have a rule.
Yeah.
It's a 15-minute grace period. Meaning, because I had to implement that. I'm like, Damali, if you say we going somewhere, we going to meet. You got 15 minutes. Because if it's not within 15. See, I done took it from 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah. But you got to do whatever for yourself. So my biggest thing is, and then this is what I would tell people. And when they call and say, Charles left me. Yeah, my mom's name was Sally Sue. Yeah, what I would say, I don't leave people. I told them what time I was leaving.
Right.
I didn't leave you.
Show up.
I told you what time I was leaving. So you left yourself because you should have been in. And I would always tell people, no, I ain't going to leave nobody now.
Right.
I'm telling you what time I'm leaving.
Right.
And if you're not in that
govern
car,
yourself accordingly.
I'm burning my gas. Look, I already barely got gas. I'm already on a quarter of a tank.
Right.
I ain't got 30 minutes to be waiting on you to brush your teeth, wash your face with my gas.
You got me crying. Listen, you know what another pet peeve of mine?
What's that?
Is people who call you 10 times in a row.
Ooh, and you didn't answer the first time?
If I didn't answer the first time, that means apparently I'm busy or doing something. But then if I answer the phone, you be like, hey, what's up?
Shit, you ain't lying about that. Look.
What's up?
Damali gets so
what
mad.
What do you mean, what's up? Is somebody dying? Is somebody's head falling off of their shoulders? Are they bleeding? Why
Damali gets so mad when somebody do that. She take her whole phone apart. It don't be nothing left with the phone. She be so mad. Then she got to put the whole phone back together just to answer.
What do you want?
Yeah. What's the rule then, Damali, if that's your pet peeve? Let's just establish the rule for phone calls.
Listen, if it's an emergency, then you can call me twice. If you call me twice, then I know it's got to be an emergency. If it ain't no emergency, man, just call me or text me and just say, hey, Damali, call me when you get a chance.
For me, and I ain't gonna say what it is because that's for my family. But at the end of the day, if it's something super important, because even though we on here, if you call, if you text and say important, but the important can't be, can you borrow $5? No. See, and what's important to one might not be important. We got to establish what's important. Somebody about to die.
Yes.
It's a car accident.
Somebody in the hospital.
There's been a plane crash. This is stuff. But you were just wondering if I could call you back later. You just wonder if I can take you to your doctor's appointment tomorrow. None of that requires the emergency answering of the phone. But Damali's not lying. I'm gonna tell y'all now. So just know if you done called Damali 5 times, she done took the whole building apart. She's so mad. I be like, Damali, hold on. I hate when people call. And she just go crazy and they got to put the whole phone back together. Phone might not even work no more by the time you put it back together, but everybody have their pet peeves. So we're going to take a break, y'all. Yes. And while we on break, you tell us your pet peeves. So y'all done laughed at us. We want to laugh at y'all too. This community wake up.
Some people got some stuff
we coming back.
Yes, I can't
We're going to come back to the live. We're going to ask our special guest his pet peeves as well, because we got to know each other's pet peeves so we can stop slapping folks and cussing and fighting and doing all that.
Right.
It's the community to wake up with Charles and Damali. It's 2 minutes after the hour, 66 degrees in Tulsa. We'll be right back with more laughter, but more details that you can use.
EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as Spring Break Camp, Summer Camp, and After School. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet. Your event to the next level with professionalism and energy, contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development.
Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry, Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
You know what? It's really not that bad being up at 5 a.m.
Damali, you know what? You're absolutely right. The only thing better is we on 5 days a week.
7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the Community Wake Up, our brand new morning show.
Right here on NYCU.FM.
And simulcast on KBOB 89.9 FM.
We got your Black History Trivia.
We got your medical report.
Don't forget the police report.
Your local, national, and international news.
Always the latest on upcoming events.
The Divine Nine and the HBCU check-ins.
And most importantly, we can't do it without you.
And make sure you join us each and every day.
It's the Community Wake Up
with Charles and Damali.
That's the sound of the police.
And now it's time for the police report.
Yeah!
The police report on news you can use with TPD Officer and Lieutenant DeLorean Sanders.
I can't with it. Why we gotta have a crash?
Welcome back to the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali. With you hearing that drop, you know who is live in studio with us right here on NYC.FM, right here on KBOB 89.9 FM, right here on YouTube. The official World One Development news you can use is none other than the honorable, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Lieutenant DeLorean Sanders. Welcome to the show.
Yay. So excited for you to be here, Lieutenant Sanders. We've been talking about a lot of stuff today and this morning. But first of all, how you doing?
I am doing good. I'm doing good. You know, I miss coming in here, and I've I said, I got to send a text. I need to get in there. And
Yes.
come visit with y'all.
Yeah.
Look, see, he passed me on the street. See, I seen it, but he didn't make eye contact with me. I'm like, Fred, You see me? You know it's time to come. You know that's what people do when they know they're supposed to be done reached out. When he was driving, he's doing this, looking that way. I'm like, he seen me a long time ago. You the police officer.
Right.
You observant of everything.
Yes.
Nevertheless, I'm just messing with you, Lieutenant DeLorean Sanders. So how have life been going for you lately? We just coming off Legacy Fest. Fantasia, shoes still out there on Greenwood. So how was your weekend, man?
Oh, I had a great weekend. I worked Legacy Fest. I did security out there. Didn't have much problems, you know.
That's good.
Every once in a while, had to say something to some young people, They might have thought I was a mean officer every once in a while. I walk up to them when they're in a group and I say, y'all need to keep moving. Don't keep standing right. They didn't like that. But other than that, everything was good.
Yeah. What is it when an officer tell you keep moving? What does that even really mean? Say, hey, you got to keep moving. Just what that means.
Basically, y'all standing in a group and y'all doing stuff and being loud and running, faking. Now just keep on moving. Y'all.
Yeah.
If you're not going to watch the concert, just keep moving. Go on where you're going to
go somewhere else. Yes. Yeah. I love it. I saw Sanders when I went to go pick up our passes, our press passes. And I was walking and he was like, hey. I'm like, hey, okay.
No, I guess I came back when he was really in his own, because when I passed the patrol car, windows was cracked and he was playing "Keep on Moving, Don't Stop." So that's on to say, "Keep on moving, don't stop." So I just, hey, son, I just kept on, because he was playing it so loud. I'm like, man, everybody keep on moving, don't stop. Lieutenant DeLorean Sanders, Damali was talking a little bit. It's festival season, and the temperature is going up. It's getting hot.
Yes.
So that's two things that sometimes we have to watch when it's getting hot. In this festival season. And I'm happy. Thank you. And for everybody else that was out there, for that matter, for making sure that Legacy Fest went off without a hitch. We just had to tell kids to keep moving. Don't stop. Now, you said normally, Damali, you went out there earlier. It seemed like the festivals are cool all during the day.
Yes.
But what happens, man, when the sun starts to go down? What does the energy change, the atmosphere? What starts going on once it get dark?
Well, during the day, most people that's out there during the day, they're out there to patronize the vendors and,
right.
And, buy food and visit with people. And but when the sun goes down, and that's when a lot of young people come out there. And I'm not going to knock all the young people, but they see their friends, some of them, and they just running back and forth, just going back and forth. They're not staying in one spot, and you got to keep your eyes on them. They go on in areas of the place where, like behind the buildings, behind the vendors and stuff.
Like, what are y'all doing?
The concert is over there on the field.
Where you going?
What are you doing?
So you got to keep your eyes on, because you don't know what they're doing,
right?
Especially when they're running in groups.
Yeah, and I hate this. There's this thing they do it on TikTok, where all of a sudden people just start running. Like 2 or 3 people start running and everybody just start running, because, we going to run because we don't know what's happening. We don't know if a mountain lion is coming. We don't know what's happening. But then they get to the internet, they just start laughing. And I'm like, it's not funny.
Well, but they picked that up for us from in the 80s and the 90s. Because you know what we tell people, when somebody start running, if you black, you just run ask questions later. So
we do.
I think we did it. Now they done caught on to it. They done went back to the 80s and 90s, but we was running for a reason.
Yeah.
Now we didn't do it to joke around. Yeah. So now y'all messing up. Now people not going to know when they supposed to run.
Exactly.
Because y'all out here playing.
Yeah.
Because even if we don't want to run, we at least gonna jog. Because we, and that's why we get mad. Like, man, y'all need to quit playing.
People got bad knees and stuff.
And you can keep doing it, and we gonna keep running because we ain't gonna take no chance. But Lieutenant Sanders, but you're right, and I can only see you sitting there like the concert is over here. Why y'all getting behind the building? Why y'all over here? Because I just don't want no government. Come out here so we can all just have a good time and relax. But Damali talked about the incident with Juneteenth last year, and that the adjustments that the CEO or Executive Director Lauren Evans is making, she's having everybody register. If you come to Juneteenth this year, everybody must register if you over the age of 13, everybody. And then if you under the age of 13, you don't have to register, but you have to be accompanied by an adult. You as a lieutenant, you 30 years in the game. That's like centuries, but we'll say 3 decades. Yeah. What do you think about the adjustments that she's making for Juneteenth to try to ensure it's a little bit more safer in 2026?
I think that's a great idea what she's doing, because we need to have some kind of structure right now. Being that what happened last year, we don't want that incident to happen again. And Legacy Fest brought a lot of people, but Juneteenth used to bring out a lot more.
A lot more.
Because Legacy Fest is a great starter. for the festival. Now everybody's okay. Now Juneteenth, let's do this.
Mhm.
And when more people come out, so I think all the adjustments that's been made, I think is beneficial for the event.
Yeah, and I think that what I was telling the our listeners this morning is that we need to have patience, and to give them grace, because at the end of the day, the whole goal is to have these concerts and for them to be fun, but for everybody to be safe, because we don't want our community to be in danger. But one of the things, and even as I was reading the requirements, it's talking about the concert. And I was in my mind thinking, well, this didn't even happen on the concert grounds, So what do you think about as far as parents watching their children or knowing where their kids are, during that time? Because, the incident actually took place over on the Strip, not where we were at the concert.
Well, if you notice where I was parked at.
I did, yes.
And it was a purpose for me parking there because that's kind of close to where that incident happened at.
Yes.
And, and if I work June, I haven't got the call yet, but if I work Juneteenth again, my car will be right there again, leave maybe a couple more, but, that's the reason why I was saying keep moving. I didn't want nobody gathering around.
Right.
Because that's where that incident was, up under close to the bridge. So that's why now we're not hanging out over there. Just keep on walking. You're going to hang out down there. Man, that's the reason why I did that, but for us, the incident, we all, we had the young kids out there running, but we got to remember that the incident that happened, all those people that happened, they were not teenagers, they were grown.
Right.
They were grown, they was young adults.
Right.
So, we got to remember that. So we can't blame that on the kids. You even though do have a couple young boys that think they can sneak stuff in that we have to take from them sometime. Right. But they weren't young people that did it, was young adults. And, so we got to remember that. So they wouldn't have no parents.
Right. Because there was young adults like 21, 22, 23. Yeah. And it was a lot, when you go back to it, was a lot going on during that time.
Yes.
And it just ended up bubbling all the way to Juneteenth.
Yes.
The action,
spilling over into
some in houses, some at another party, some over here, some over there. And it ended up like some of that on site, stuff going on. And here you go live. And then, and if nothing else, Damali, we can't settle our grievances at a festival.
That's right. That's not the place.
Well, this is my saying. I'll be saying this all. Some of our people that have problems with other people and they want to do stuff like that, we as regular citizens, we don't want to be involved in it.
That's right.
And we don't want you doing it nowhere, but don't do it there. I mean, right. we don't want to be a part. We don't care that you and so and so got a problem.
Right.
I don't know you and I don't know them.
Yeah, I'm not. I hope I'm not being harsh saying that, but we don't. And so don't bring that out there where you got people with babies and kids and stuff like that. We just out there to have a good time. Because we know this is a one-time year thing because it starts slowing down after that. So we want to have this like an annual city family reunion and with people from all over the country coming. It's a way to network, get to know people. So we don't need that out there.
Let's do this. The top 5 things that you cannot do at the festival. See, I like to do some random stuff to see what y'all think. I'll kick it off. Top 5 things you can do. You can't do at the festival. First thing you can't do at the festival, you can't take somebody else's girlfriend in and go live eating a snow cone. You can't do that, y'all, in Tulsa, because now we're trying to just things that you just cannot do if you don't understand. So you can't take somebody else's girlfriend or somebody else's boyfriend to the festival and go live. That's one thing you can't do because now you are going against what we're trying to establish right here. Damali, what is an absolute cannot that you can't do at a festival?
You cannot bring a weapon to the festival.
Don't bring a weapon. We got people like Lieutenant Dawn Sanders and others and
that's their
security
job.
and all that to take care of you. So this is a time when you can leave your weapon. If nothing else, leave it in your car. Don't bring it out on the ground because what you don't want is all of a sudden 30 people pulling out guns. Now we got to be. So I like that. Lieutenant, you got to have the best one. What is cannot, you should not do at a festival?
You make me think real hard.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, cannot, again, if you're not at the concert, you cannot just hang out in one spot with a bunch of young kids. And well, I'm going to tell you like this. You cannot be playing dice in front of Greenwood. And that makes me have to walk over there and make you move.
Now, why is y'all shooting dice?
You can't be.
Yeah, this actually happened this week.
Oh, my goodness.
For real?
Yes.
You know what? I love my people.
Damali, we start with you. We're gonna do one more because stuff happens so random at
It
festival.
does.
That's why we just thinking of some random stuff. So you can't bring somebody girlfriend or boyfriend and go live. You hopefully don't bring them at all, but definitely don't go live. Look at me, I took your man.
Right.
Now we got a problem. Damali, what is another one?
Don't bring your pit bulls and your vicious, ferocious
my
dog and tell me,
God.
oh, he a good dog. He like you. He don't like, if you gotta have a big old chain that's 3 inches thick to hold on to him. No, don't bring him to the festival.
And I don't. And here's the thing: I do understand. People love their dogs, and pulling them with your chain is some gangster. But you got the black and mild in your mouth. You're blowing the smoke. The dog is pulling you. I understand the coolness of it.
No,
but for other people that are just, if the dog get loose and bite somebody,
yes,
we got a problem. So your pit bull, it's pit bull shows that they have.
Exactly.
Where it's a pit bull extravaganza. Go there.
Yeah.
But when you're around kids and elderlies and stuff, then your big old ferocious dog you've been training for whatever makes some people nervous. Though on the Wake Up, we love dogs. So we love your dog. But we just might not want to see it.
I'm gonna tell you, every dog I don't love, because if you showing your teeth, because I don't know what you might do.
I'm gonna go with another.
I'm scared.
And I know this might be bad, but this personal. This ain't the whole festival. But for me, keep your pythons at home.
Oh
the snakes
my God,
around your
I
neck.
hate that too.
And you standing by folks. I done look behind the scene a tongue.
Yeah.
Excuse me. You got now. See, you might want the snake around your neck.
Yeah.
But
your
it gotta
boa
be
constrictor. I know.
It gotta be like give everybody 10 feet. You know, you can't just walk by.
That's one of the times when I will run.
Yeah.
Because I don't like snakes at all.
Yeah, but you want to come talk. I don't want to talk to you. We don't want to talk. As a matter of fact, I can't talk. It's just the fact that I think this snake.
I'm traumatized.
I think this snake at any time finna take you out because I don't trust them. But don't talk. If you got a python snake, Damali don't talk to you either.
No, absolutely not.
Look, don't talk to me or in my family, in my bloodline. None of us want to talk.
We don't want
if you got a snake around you.
Nope.
Move on with the python snake.
Nope.
Even though I understand that might be your booth, that might be what you do.
Yeah.
It might be your vending thing. I understand that, but I don't know if the snake ate today. I don't know if the snake hungry, aggravated. I got on the wrong cologne. I don't know.
Don't know.
But I don't want it. So if you see me, the Wake Up team at least, we're not dealing with the snake.
Nope, not dealing with
Lieutenant,
the snake.
we're going to randomly give you one more that you got to must not do at festival season.
Must not. One thing I'm going to say about the guy with the snake, he is a nice guy, though.
He might be nice, but I ain't going to find out because I'm gone.
But I know what you're talking about. But one thing I got to. One, you can't open carry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No open carry.
And then, because the new trend is these electric bikes.
Man, that's another one.
You cannot ride those electric bikes through the festival with all these people walking.
And they running over you like, whoa.
Yeah, they fast too.
We already got to deal with the golf carts that everybody think they can drive in there. So all that too, them things you cannot do at the festival.
Right.
Okay, this is going to be the last one. Damali, we starting with you. You want to start with me?
No, you go ahead. You got one more.
Going to be my last one. At festival season 2026, a must is we going to have to wear deodorant, y'all. We going.
Maybe I should have went.
We going. Wait a minute. Hold on. I mean, it's already hot, Damali. It's hot. See,
I think you should.
When it's 100 degrees, I'm just telling you, I don't know what country you're from. I don't know your culture or any of that.
Oh,
but when it's 100 outside, and put some deodorant in your backpack. Do an exchange. I'm just saying. Because the aroma can get pretty offensive. So what we going to do in 2026, we gonna wear deodorant in Tulsa, Oklahoma for Juneteenth.
Yes.
I shouldn't have. What?
No, you shouldn't have. Yeah.
You told me to go first.
Hey, just
all right, my bad.
Just let it go.
Now watch. We're gonna get to the festival. You're gonna say, Charles, you was right. You were saying we're gonna be taking a selfie. You're gonna be like, you was right about that deodorant. I thought it was funny when you said it, but it's been funky out. It's been funkylicious out here. Now you go ahead. What's one more? And we're gonna move on.
One thing that you cannot do is not know where your kids are.
Ooh.
You need to know where your kids are at all times.
How many babies we had on stage
last God. Year? Last year, I don't know, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
4 back, probably about, 3
Look,
or 4
and some lady way, it's thousands of people. Some lady way in the middle say, oh, that's my niece. Come get her.
Like now?
And no, I don't want to come get her. Ain't this your bloodline?
Right.
That's my niece. And then they sat back down in the chair.
I ain't babysitting.
I ain't babysitting. Where her mom at?
We're hosting. We're not supposed to be babysitting.
We don't want your fat baby. It's a pretty baby.
Pretty baby.
But this is your niece. Come get your
come get your baby.
If that's my niece's nephew, I'd be like, I'm on my way.
She just sitting there and she's
sitting
so
there.
cute.
She's so
and
cute.
she just looking at us like, I don't know y'all.
Then she looked at that and said,
"Come
community wake up. My auntie don't really like me. Her boots on the ground. Once my auntie boots get on the ground, then she don't own nobody.
Yes.
But Damali, keep up with your kids. Especially the babies.
Yes.
How do you not know what a 1, 2, 3-year-old? Be one thing if they 10.
Yeah.
But we talking about literally babies. Like you looking like you just start walking. Your transportation or your legs just start working. Where your people?
Yeah.
Don't know. Lieutenant, you got the last one. Get your kids.
Well, this is for me personally. Sometimes, I am friendly, Sometimes you see me focus, but you come focus on something, then you come up, you want to hold a whole long conversation. While I'm trying to work,
your time again.
Sometimes, I'm not trying to be rude, but I am really focused. I'm looking at something. I'm trying to see what's going on, and here you come want to talk about something. that sometimes, most of the time I can talk, but there'll be sometimes I can't talk.
And me and Damali know when he like that. Because if Sanders, if he want to talk, if he got time, he'd be like this. What's going on, Fred? It's all wrong. But then we be like, hey, Sanders, what's up?
Right.
Like, oh, hey, we're going to check back with you in a minute.
Right.
So you got to show us some signs. So you're like, if I do this, bring it in. If I do this, keep walking. Keep on moving. Don't stop.
Don't loiter.
All right. Now, Damali, we did ask the people, and we're going to ask you too, pet peeves about your time. You said don't monopolize your time. You said don't come to me when I'm focused on something.
Yeah.
I said, look, I'm leaving. We got to leave on time. I don't want to be late. So we're talking about pet peeves about time because we're talking about good stewardship over our time. So, Sanders, we're going to ask you first, then we're going to go to the live. I don't know what messages.
Oh, yeah.
When you think about your pet peeves of your time, what do you not like that people try to do with your time?
I'm kind of the same way. If I give you my time, if I give my sacrifice towards you, and if I don't get that same energy back, I feel some kind of way.
That's real. That's real talk.
If I'm helping you out, I'm doing stuff like you and trying to show you how to do things, but you are not really taking me serious. That bothers me. And I can say this, Lieutenant, if you do something or say you hosting or doing something, and then because Damali say no to everything. Damali, can we? No. And I don't even get to get out. Yeah. But if I say, hey, Sanders said come, she'd be like, Sanders, all right, come on. Whether she feel like going or not, like Sanders, okay, because he pull up all the time. Yeah. So that's mutual, If y'all notice, if you ask me if I'm gonna come to something, if I know I can't make it, I won't take it. Yes,
he sure won't.
I just sit there. I'm thinking about it. I might,
I
won't say I'll be there. I won't say that.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go to live after this. Seriously. So when Black people say we thinking about it, if you ask them to come, we just trying to help this community wake up morning show. We got to know when you really coming or not coming. So when Black people say, so Sanders, hey man, we doing this right here. You say, okay, I'm thinking about it. What does that really mean?
Depending on who it is.
Basically, it's nothing. I know that my schedule, I work a lot. And that's the reason why I say that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I may need to look at my calendar and stuff like that. That's the reason why I don't want to say, yeah, I'm coming, So let me think about it and see what's going on, then I'll show up.
Okay, Damali. To you. We being honest on the Community Wake Up Morning Show. That was a good move right there, Lieutenant DeLawrence Sanders. Yeah. But Damali, somebody call you, Damali, you gonna pull up and you say, hey, I'm thinking about it. I might come through. What does that really mean?
Depends on who it is. I'm just gonna keep it $1. If it's somebody who I know does not value my time, then I'm trying to be nice and not just tell you, no, I ain't coming. So I'll be like, oh, okay, well, let me look at my schedule. I'm gonna see. Knowing I ain't fit to look at my schedule, I'm not gonna see because I'm not coming because you don't value my time because when I ask you to pull up, you don't pull up. So therefore, no, if something come up, then or if I just ain't got nothing else to do, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go on ahead and blow through. But I'm on the seesaw. I may or may not.
I hate to even do it, because thousands of people listen to our show, Lieutenant Sanders, the city of Tulsa, government people, White House folk, all kind of people, local national. So I think if I say something, they're going to hold me to it. So I'm trying to govern my own self. I want to ask my producer too, and he say, man, when somebody asks me if you coming, and what did I say? I don't forget what I said.
I'm thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it. Look, he trying to act like he got amnesia now. You know what you said.
most of the time when people ask you if you coming, you really know if you're going or not. Really, right off the top, to be honest.
That's true.
And Damali, I think you're right. It depends on who it is.
If Sanders asks me, then I'm probably gonna come through. I still might say, let me look at my schedule, but I'm probably gonna come.
Okay. I'm gonna test this. We being honest, because I don't know how honest Sanders and Damali was. They was maybe a little honest, about 80%. Look, because they won't even make eye contact with the camera. Look. For me, if I say I'm thinking about it, typically, if I'm really thinking about it, I'm gonna look at my calendar right then. I'm gonna say, hold on, let me look at my calendar. Then that's when you know I'm really looking at coming. If I say, let me think about it, and then I'll call you back.
That means no.
If I call you back,
which you're not,
then we got two things. If I don't call you back,
yeah.
But the thing about us, we show up for people.
Yes.
We show up at graduation.
More often than not.
Yeah, and you can't do everything because people get mad at us when we don't show up to stuff, Lieutenant Sanders stuff. We don't need people be mad. So that's why I be saying give grace to people. But at the same time, typically if I tell you, hold on, I'm gonna look right then and let you know, because I'll look and say, oh man, no, we got this. No, I can't make it. But if I just say, hey, let me look at my schedule, let me call you back. That's leaning.
That's suspect. That's kind of leaning to probably.
You might probably want to call me back again. So that means I'll probably be in the middle of something. I might not really be paying attention. Right. Oh, give me a second. I'm gonna call you right back.
Right.
Call me back.
Yeah.
And at that point, then if I say, hold on, let me look real quick. If I say, let me look real quick, because you're gonna do. If I call Sandy, oh, hold on, Charlie, let me look real quick. Oh yeah, I'll be through there.
Yeah.
Or if he say, but yeah, because Sanders will tell. If he's not coming, he just gonna tell you, look, I'm going home and I'm chilling today.
Right.
And
I ain't doing it. I'm barbecuing.
And this is the last thing we go into the live. When somebody say they relaxing or something, don't try to pressure people.
I know,
on
man.
their time. If I call Lieutenant Sanders and say, hey, can you swing through? And he said, no, I decided I want to relax today. I can't say, man, if you just relaxing, why you can't pull up? The man said,
that's another one of my pet peeves.
If he tells me he relaxing today, it's the reason why he relaxing.
He died.
Because he relaxing don't mean take an hour to come out here, which may end up the rest of your day when you're trying to relax in the first place. What about you, Lieutenant Sanders?
About relaxing?
Right.
Oh, yeah. If somebody tell me they relax, they don't feel like doing it, I say, oh, I might rag a little bit, but I understand.
You always relaxing. All you do is relax. I'm gone.
Yeah. But I don't take offense to that. But I might throw a little joke out there and move on and say, okay, I'll see you next time.
You know what? I just thought about another pet peeve.
What's that?
One of my pet peeves about time management is if somebody call you and they say, hey, I just got to ask you something real quick. And you be like, or no, they ask you, are you busy? Well, yeah, I'm kind of doing something. Okay, well, I'm not going to take much of your time, but I need to talk about this. What did I just say? I was doing something. Didn't you just hear me say I was doing something?
I can tell you another thing that I think freaks out black people. That's just me. I don't know. If our other cousins with less melanin, okay, we just sweeping out our own point. I think we don't like when people text us and just say, call me.
Oh my God, I hate that too. What do you want?
If you text me, go ahead and tell me, because now you're paranoid. You're like, ooh. When somebody say, call me,
come somewhere.
That's a segue
like,
to something.
What they want.
And then I guess it depends on who you are too.
Yeah.
I think it depends on who you are. If you got a spouse and they say call me, you got to call anyway. Or you can't go home. But what about you, Sam? When somebody just say call me right quick?
If it's my captain or my major and they say call me, like text me like that, I'll be like, oh, what's going on?
And what happened?
Other me and my squad done did something.
Yeah.
Did I do something?
Oh man. Yeah.
No, I can't do it like that. But, but if one of y'all did it, I wouldn't feel offensive. I say they must really need something.
Yeah.
Right. Let me call them, and I didn't answer the phone because usually when I call somebody, if one of y'all don't answer, I send a text and say, "Hey, I'm coming in next week. I want to come. What day can I come in?"
Right.
Or whatever it is. Yeah.
If Sanders say call me, I call them.
Yeah.
Because certain people, when they say that, then you don't have to think too much. I'm like, oh, that's Sanders. Sanders, what's up? Oh, what y'all doing? You got some tickets? What's concert? Something? It's gonna be something simple.
Yeah.
But certain people, especially if they maybe gonna borrow some money or something,
exactly,
want you to babysit,
or just
want to use your car,
or want you to do something like, or say for instance, we got a concert coming to the event center or something, and then it's like, hey, can you call me? I ain't talked to you in like a year. You know, so now that the concert
or
is happening,
sometimes maybe even if it's unannounced, even if it's a family member, it might be a cousin unannounced.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in your city. Call me.
Yeah.
Let's go to the live.
Let's go to the live, y'all.
Okay, so AJ said, "You're right, Big Rock. Here comes the but." He said, "To have time for myself, there are some relatives that I do not answer their phone calls. They always call during the time that I'm doing something when they know I live in a different time zone."
That's
Mr. Larry said, "That's crazy." He said, "I like to the point."
Like
he
to get
said,
to the
"I
point.
agree, Miss D." And then Mr. Larry says, "Preach." Uncle Brian says, "That is why I want everyone at my funeral. It will be a party and it will be not a time waster."
Yeah.
We're gonna turn up. We're gonna turn up for you.
Right.
Y'all, you just tell me what you
Tell
want, because
me
you
what
know
your
I'm the
desires
party
are,
planner
and we gonna
of the
do
year.
it how you want to do it.
Listen, Sharon said, "A person calling you every 3 or 4 months asking you the same question you gave." Yeah, she said that you gave them several resolutions to resolve their issue, and they think you're supposed to remember the resolutions.
I can't.
Like, what did you say? You remember,
Look, you had
3
told me
months
something. It was
ago?
so profound.
Yeah. And you're like,
I
girl,
don't remember what I
know.
said yesterday.
Right. Uncle Brian is laughing at you. He said $30,000 a gallon. He said, "Wow, never mind."
That's what it feel like.
Brenda said, "Charles, I agree with you. Be ready when I come to pick you up."
Boy, that is my. Is that a pet peeve for you, Sam?
Oh, yes.
Man.
Most definitely.
Look what Lieutenant said. So, what's your rule if somebody asks you to pick them up to give them a ride somewhere? You got to be there on time.
Well, hey, I, like you say, you better be ready to go. I may not leave you. I'm gonna text you. Yeah, I'm gonna call you and say I'm out here
For the 10th time.
Yeah.
Man, when somebody say I'm out here, at that point they already cussing.
Right.
When somebody texts you, I'm out here,
Yeah.
the next thing you'll get is cuss words. So you better go ahead and either look out the door or do something.
Right, something.
And and when you get in the car, I'm gonna say something.
Look, he mad now. Look, he mad now.
Yeah.
When you get in the car, but say something.
See, that's why I don't fool with you like that. You see what I'm saying? That's why I don't even like fooling with you.
Hilarious. Okay, AJ says, going into a long explanation about what they need or want you to do, just get to the point. Then I'm already ready to say yes or no. He's like, just get to the point.
Let's get to it.
Mama said, "Don't do my mama, daughter."
Don't.
Because I'll talk about Grandma Minnie. Grandma Minnie be ready at 5 a.m., ready for church.
I told her, Lieutenant, she rolled her purse down. I said, that's a weapon. So this you use for carry her stuff. And if some come up too fast, when somebody do this, they just know
you better get
too,
whacked.
You get whacked.
Right. Uncle Brian says, "Damali, your grandmother was a true treasure. She
Minnie
absolutely
Lee.
was.
I like that
Love
name.
her.
Minnie
Lee, honey. She
I got an
wasn't playing
auntie
a
named
game."
Minnie. Yep.
AJ said, "Rock," he talking about you. He said, "The purse or a weapon." He laughing.
Right.
Sharon says, "That's why my mom always used to tell us, after 15 minutes, she gone. LOL.
See, that's my new thing that I implemented. And I think that's fair.
Rule.
It's kind of like, Lieutenant Sanders, we going somewhere. If I pull up, it's a 15-minute rule. And that means you can't be mad.
Yeah, you're right.
That means, like, look, and it go both ways.
You know, I learned something from you today.
What's that?
I know if I go out of town with you and I'm riding with you, I better keep me some plane fare tickets or bus fare ticket in my pocket. Because you leave me, I got to figure out where to back home.
Look, to be honest, I don't do that no more. Like I don't do it. No. We did have the 15 minutes, but if I'm driving, you call me. Oh, okay, I'll go back. But boy, when I was young, I'm not playing. I would see you in the road chasing the car.
Yeah.
But my rule was, I told you what, you better be able to catch that car and get in it.
You got to teach people how to treat
it. Yeah, then I'm cussing and turning up the music. I done turned on the acoustic amp. I done put on the equalizer with the thing, and I turned the 12s up, and I told you to
I don't even want to hear it.
Well, my mom was like, yo, and it be sister. So you left your sister? I told you in there. I said, look, man, I told him I'll leave at 8, and I ain't got time. No way. So that let me know how much I valued my time, even when I was little. But anyway. I won't leave you, Sanders.
AJ said, "What gets me is my wife and I could be getting ready to go. She rushes me to get ready. I take my time and I still get ready before her. And I be outside walking around, getting in some walking until she comes out for us to leave." He said, "That way I used to say to myself, at least I got some extra daily movements in."
Because you got some people that get dressed really fast. And you got people that get dressed really slow. And I don't know what the rules and regulations are to that. Damali, I get dressed fast or you a slow dresser, or does it depend on the
Well, I
activity.
govern myself according to the time. If I know I'm supposed to be somewhere at 7:00, then I'm gonna start getting ready at 6:00 so that I can, give me 30 minutes to get ready and or a good 45 at least. And
Right.
then now I got 15 minutes to get to my destination.
Right.
So I time it. But yeah. About a good hour.
The craziest thing I think if you have a spouse, girlfriend, whatever, and you've been getting dressed for an hour already, and then she look out and she like, I'm just not putting my eyelash on. And you be like, man, I've been dressed for 30 minutes. Or vice versa. If she all the way ready, and then the dude come out and got a towel on,
putting my eyelash on,
and shave and putting one eyelash. Right. Man, I thought we were supposed to leave at 8. It's 8:15, and you ain't got but one eyelash on. God. Anyway,
Mr. Larry said when Marvin Blades used to chase us through Osage Apartments back in the day, and then once he catches us, he let us go. He was the man. He was a man.
For real?
Yes. Teresa said her pet peeve is when I agree to come get you, but you got others.
Oh my God. Oh, you done traumatized me.
I'm laughing because I know my sister. I know my sister looking crazy. She said, but you got others with you, and I already knew you had said that you didn't have any money.
Oh my goodness.
So you ain't got no money and you got other people with you. Cool, but don't try to put your others in my car. Then you want to tell me how to drive.
That's like, I think that's everybody's pet peeve. You barely making it, and now you got 2 more people and a pit bull with you.
Look, she said that's when I want to put them in the trunk.
I think that's how you feel about that, Sanders. When somebody need a ride, then they show up with 4 more people.
Oh, I don't like that either.
No.
Especially if I don't know the person.
Man, I'm like, I don't know you.
And you don't. And I think this is a rule. I think this, we'll just see what we think about it. If somebody going to swing by your house, you be like, oh yeah, come on through. But when they come through, they got 2 people with them that you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I've had that happen.
Yeah, it's like.
And you be like, okay. Since they with you.
These I know.
Yes.
But who are you?
Damali, how you feel about that? Somebody come?
Mm-mm.
You
Don't like
you?
it.
You don't like it? Well, what's the problem?
I don't know you. I just don't know you. No.
I think I'm a
call
like randoms.
Right.
And tell you, hey, I got a friend that wants to come over with us.
Exactly.
It's okay. Okay, yeah, that's fine. But sometimes when it's a surprise, you be like, you don't know this person, especially if they're not dressed the way or look the way you think they are a known person.
They done brought Rollo.
Yeah.
Right.
They done brought Rollo.
Then I'll be like, where's my jewelry at? Did I put it? Let me go put that in my jewelry box.
Look at the purchase they bring is looking by you, looking in your house.
Yeah, I'm like, no,
What you got?
What you looking at?
Like, then come in now. They done went in your refrigerator.
Yes.
They
don't know the rules.
They done sat in your favorite seat.
Man.
They went in your bathroom, and it's just rules. You don't know if they know the rules.
Yeah.
I think I'm better when it's my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to use it. And then maybe they got to, because y'all just kids too. But when it's an adult that you don't know, I don't know if I know. I don't want they spirits.
In my house.
We get religious. I don't want them spirits.
Right.
In my house.
In my house.
Where my oil at? You can't let just any kind of spirit. But that is kind of true. You can't let any kind of spirit.
You can't let any kind of spirit in your house. No.
Up in your house. Why you playing?
Uncle Brian says, can you bring a chair to the festival? Yes, sir. Because there will not be no seating. So if you don't bring your chair, you're going to sit on the ground.
Everybody bring your chair if you want to walk around. Yeah.
Uncle Brian said, that reminds me of the time I bit that dog and that dog bit me. Don't start none, won't be none. Hey. So you bit the dog.
I seen a little baby one time, and that dog bit the baby, and that baby grabbed him while he was screaming at that dog. It was on TikTok, and he just bit. You seen that?
Bit the dog.
He said, don't start none, won't be none.
Then the dog started crying. The baby said, I ain't going out like that.
Uncle Brian said, showers must be mandatory for all people.
That's what I'm saying, Uncle Brian. I'm like, shower and deodorant for because it is inappropriate to be sitting close to somebody in that aroma, and it be hot too.
Yeah. Teresa said what we need to do is divide the field. All smokers on the left and non-smokers on the right. Puff, puff, pass. It was in full effect. Man.
I be trying to be careful with this.
said that on the stage. She said, man, I smell it way up here. I'm like, people who smoke don't even take into consideration about the people who don't smoke. They just don't care.
I'm not going to say they. I'll say a few don't because I don't want people calling me.
Yeah, you're right. A few. Okay, we'll preface that.
But if you're going to talk to me, figure out which way the wind is blowing. So just, because some of you're going to stand where you're going to blow the smoke out and it's going in my nose, and I don't want no secondhand smoke or secondhand cancer.
Right.
But anyway, figure out if you're gonna smoke which way the wind is blowing and stand there. So when you blow it out, it go that way.
That way.
But you can't create.
Yes.
What you think?
And lots of times people come up there, they smoking stuff out there. I don't want to say it on radio.
Right.
But we as officers, we have to pick our battles when you're dealing with crowds like that.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna go out there and just start trying to just mess with people in that situation because you don't know how that's gonna turn out.
Right.
Just for a little bit of that. We don't want them doing it out there, but we try to limit what we got to deal with, and we're not. That's a battle we don't want to take unless we got to take.
Mm-hmm.
And they know y'all there because we be up towards the front of the stage. They do like this and look.
Right. Like where you at?
And they wrong for that because you're trying to give somebody a job, and then they sitting there watching each other. Police watching them, and they watching the police. They're at the front of the stage on between 1,000 people is between them.
Mm-hmm.
So So at the festival, y'all, let's govern ourselves a little bit better.
I have told somebody, he be looking at me like that. I said, man, I ain't thinking about you. I'm doing something else. Whatever you're doing, I ain't thinking about you. Stop looking at me. You already
Stop
doing
looking
it.
at me.
You already doing it.
Right.
Stop making eye contact.
Keep on doing what you're doing.
Because what Sanders want him to do is stop looking so he can sneak around. Because if you look, he can't find you. Wait a minute, he in the crowd. He done got mixed up in the crowd.
Mr. Larry said, Miss D, are you just letting us all know not to bother you at certain times? Because it seems like you are letting us know. Smile. Mr. Larry.
I'll say this: if it's early in the morning, if y'all remember, it's Damali.
Yeah.
5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 7, all that. That's a time to shine. Not mine.
My time.
It's not my time to shine. I answer the phone. They be like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "That's not the point. What you need?" If it's early in the morning, Damali be like, "Hello, what's going on? God is good. God is great. Who do we appreciate?" Me, I'm not doing all that. Now, the later it get, call Damali about 10, and this energy y'all get before you now, it's gonna be dissipating quickly. Cause she ain't gonna all that, hey, how you doing? She's just gonna be like, what do you need?
Yeah.
And that's when you know.
And you might not even get what you need. It might be what.
What is it? Cause it's 10 o'clock.
Talk too long, you get a click.
Me, you call me at 10. What's happening? What's going on? You good? So from 10 to 12, I'm good typically. Right. But anyway, that's just knowing people's pet peeves. It's important.
Is funny. Mr. Larry said, and y'all are talking about pet peeves. What if they're kids and they have you waiting 30, 40, 50 minutes while they get dressed? So they got to watch their brother and sister to take them with them. That's what I run into weekly.
Oh
see, you over there at the Dream Center.
You got to have a different kind of temperament. You got to love the Lord.
See, that's what I'm saying.
God has to be on your side. That's when you're earning your feathers to heaven. Baby. When that kind of stuff go on. Well, I'm tell you something. When you thought about that, I'm tell you what it made me think about. If you be somewhere and you waiting on somebody and you dress, it's an all-white party, and they release their kids on you. I'm getting dressed, and you got a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old coming out with Jolly Rancher candy, sticky fingers.
Red Jolly Ranchers at that.
Oh, no, I'm going to tell you what's worse than that.
What?
You put your kid in the car in the middle in the car seat, and then you give them some Kool-Aid in a cup, and they too.
Oh, my God.
And you like, because people do that.
Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, you didn't get.
You might as well take the lid off and just dump it on them.
And the kid knows and they clogged up, so they breathing like this. You're like, okay, now you finna sneeze on me and blow snot all over my outfit. You gotta let somebody know. Can I put a sheet up right here and just tape it to the roof of the car? Yeah. Anyway, girl, it's funny. It's 8:44. Y'all. We're gonna take a break because we talking about pet peeves. It's festival season. It's getting hot, and we got to be outside together.
We're gonna take a break,
govern ourselves, and come back with the Black Wall Street Family Feud. Can we do that next?
Do we got enough time?
We're gonna do it. You want to do it right now?
We'll do the feud. Let's do the feud right now.
We're finna do it right now. You want to do the feud, Lieutenant Sanders?
Let's do the feud.
The Time Stewardship Edition. Y'all ready?
Yes.
I'm ready. I lost yesterday, so I'm glad Richie not on here. I might get my crown
Richie
back
on
today.
here.
Oh my God.
Why you gonna get him?
Richie is back.
Why you gonna do Richie?
I thought it was still in Florida.
Prentice is here. Everybody.
All the soldiers is here.
Richie here.
You got to be a grown man or woman to win today because the big boys is in the house.
All right, so here we go. Today's theme is time stewardship because every person gets 24 hours a day, but how we use those hours determines the future we create.
That's a bar.
Okay.
Okay.
So of course y'all know the rules. We ask 100 people in the community these 3 questions, and your job is to pick the number 1 answer.
Yep.
Okay.
And she asked everybody on the Juneteenth comments. So you see how she came in this morning. So
fired up.
answer
Hot.
with fire and aggression and redirection is where she went. So she stayed all night on them Juneteenth comments, defending Lauren and her staff, which I understand and I agree with.
Yes.
Lieutenant I agree with, because we want to have fun and be safe. Bottom line. So just come out and have a good time, and we'll save the complaints for later on.
Mr. Larry said you better cut it out.
Okay, I will.
Richie said I overslept, but I'm here now.
He said somebody's trying to steal my crown. Get out of my way.
Right. Here
Come
we
on.
go. Question number 1. Name something successful people do with their time. Is it A, plan their day, B, set goals, C, learn new skills, or D, prioritize responsibilities?
What do successful people do with their time? Read that again.
Name something successful people do with their time. Is it A, plan their day, B, set goals, C, learn new skills, or D, prioritize responsibility?
Girl, that is all of the above, if I've ever heard of it.
There is no all of the above. I forgot to say it, but there is no E.
I'm going to say prioritize.
Marquis said E. I can't stand you, Marquis.
It is E, because I'm like, boy, that's
Whatever.
hard. That's
No.
hard. That's hard, Damali. That's hard.
What? You got to come up with
That's why
it.
ain't no answers on there yet. Have anybody said anything?
Marquis said E.
He said A.
And who
Marquis
said?
said A.
Okay, so Marquis says A. Okay. Uncle Brian says B. Teresa says A.
I'm going with A. Plan. You gotta have a plan. You gotta plan your day.
Steven says D.
Ooh, is A or D?
Mama says D.
Oh, mama.
I'm gonna say D too.
You gonna say D? Sanders.
What's D? Prioritize.
Mm-hmm. Richie says A. Mr. Larry says A. I think I'm missing somebody. Oh, AJ says D.
AJ said A or D.
No, but then he came on down and said D.
No, okay.
Richie, AJ, Larry. Okay. What you got?
YouTube said read it one more time.
Name something successful people do with their time. Is it A, plan their day, B, set goals, C, learn new skills, or D, prioritize responsibility?
I'm staying with A.
You're gonna go with A. Charles.
I know it's A or D.
Ambrose, what's up, bro?
Ambrose, welcome to the
says
show.
A.
He said A? Oh, yeah. I got Ambrose sitting
Prentice said D.
there. Ooh, Prentice, I'm going A with D on the side.
Brenda says A.
So I'm sure it's A or D.
Did I miss anybody?
seemed like
Okay, here we go. Question with answer, because we ain't got long to do all this today. Okay, name something successful people do with their time. Is it A, plan their day, B, set goals, C, learn new skills, or D, prioritize responsibility? Charles, Ambrose, Brenda, Marquise, Teresa, Richie, and Mr. Larry, you are correct. The answer is A, plan your day. Successful people rarely leave their time completely to chance. They have a plan for their time. All right, here we go. Question number 2. Oh, Sharon said A. I'm sorry, Sharon. I didn't
Don't
see
do
yours.
Sharon like that.
Sharon, I got
Don't
you.
do Sharon like,
I
girl,
got
I'm gonna click off this show.
Right.
You start playing Damali, don't.
All right, question number 2. Name something that often wastes people's time. Now, we've been talking
This is
about
it.
this a lot.
This is it.
Okay, is it A, social media, B, procrastination, C, gossip, or D, television?
Oh, that got to be all of the above right there. Damali, golly.
No.
What's the answers
all of the
again?
above. A, social media,
Yes.
B, procrastination,
Yes.
C, gossip,
Yep.
or D, television.
I'm going with social media.
You're gonna go with social media. That's A. Who? Okay. Charles says A.
My mind says social media, but my mouth says procrastination.
Procrastination is B.
I said R.
Sanders.
Kelly. You know, R. Kelly said, my mind telling me no. I'm like, hold on now. This is not that.
Teresa says A.
But then R. Kelly said, my mind telling me.
You are stupid. Marquis says B.
But my body telling me something else.
Oh, this show today is crazy. Let me see. Marquis says B. AJ says B. AJ. Mama says A. Whoops. Sorry about that, y'all. Prentice says B. Cousin Pearly, hey, what's up?
Cousin
She says
Pearly,
A.
welcome to the show.
Mr. Larry says B. Ambrose says B.
That's a close one
Uncle
right
Brian
here.
says B.
That's a close one right here.
Richie says B.
Ooh. What's the answers again?
Sharon, hold on. Let me get everybody. And I'm going to tell you again. Sharon, did I get everybody? Ambrose, Larry, Brian, Richie, Sharon. Mom. Oh, Brenda is A. Okay, so the question is, name something that often wastes people's time. Is it A, social media, B, procrastination, C, gossip, or D, television? Stephen, what you got? Because we got to go. What you say? Stephen said this one is hard. He like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, all too close.
You're going to go with A. All right, Stephen. Okay. Here we go. Question with answer. Name something that often wastes people's time. Is it A, social media, B, procrastination, C, gossip, or D, television? Sanders, Marquise, AJ, Prentice, Larry, Ambrose, Brian, Richie, and Sharon, you are correct. The answer is B, procrastination. Putting things off often delays progress and opportunity. Waiting too long can cost you valuable time.
Procrastination rule the nation.
All right, question number 3. Name something people invest time in when they are building a future. Is it A, education, B, family, C, business, or D, health?
You said spend less time in?
Name something people invest time in when they are building a future. Is it A, education, B, family, C, business, or D, health?
Education.
Education.
Okay, Sanders and Charles both say A. Let me see. What you got? You got A? Stephen? One right and missing one. That's what AJ said.
That's me too.
Teresa says C. Richie says A. Uncle Brian says C. Mama says A.
Ooh, somebody finna fall out now. Somebody.
Prentice says A.
What did I say?
You said A.
I said A. I'm sticking
Ambrose
with
said C.
it.
Mr. Larry says A. Brenda says A. Sharon says A.
AJ
Okay,
said
Amber.
read it again.
AJ said read it again.
Slowly.
Okay, name something people invest time in when they are building a future. Is it A, education, B, family, C, business, or D, health?
Man, it sounds like some trickery here, Sanders. I think it's going to be family.
Marquis said, read it again. Then he said in the next comment, please.
Oh.
All right, Marquise and AJ, we waiting on y'all answer so I can give the answer.
They coming.
AJ says A. Marquise
Said please.
says A.
Well, let's go.
Okay.
What we got?
All right. So then the question with answer. Name something people invest time in when they are building a future. Is it A, education, B, family, C, business, or D, health? Let me see. Sharon, AJ, Marquise, Sanders, Charles, Stephen, Richie, Mom, Prentice, Larry, and Brenda, you are correct. The answer is A, education. Learning creates opportunities and opens doors. Knowledge is one of the best investments you can make.
Knowledge is power.
So I hope y'all are keeping up with your points.
Usually family takes a hit when you.
That's true.
That's the hit.
Family
takes a hit.
Family takes a hit. You're right.
That's the balance.
Okay, so here's the bonus question worth 5 points. Name something communities gain when people become good stewards of their time. Is it A, progress, B, unity, C, stronger leadership, or D, more opportunities? 5 points. What y'all got?
I'm going more opportunities.
Marquis said he's 3-0. Okay, come on through.
You ain't got to brag about it.
Yeah, you say more opportunities, so that's D, Charles.
See how Marquise going. See how Marquise do. I just want to let y'all know I'm 3-0. I can't miss.
He say
I can't miss.
he got a sweep. He got a
Right.
sweep on him. All right, Teresa says D.
Read the answer.
You want me to
It
read
said
it again?
Yeah.
Name something communities gain when people become good stewards of their time. Is it A, progress, B, unity, C, stronger leadership, or D, more opportunities? Uncle Brian says C.
Ooh, that's tough.
Marquise says C.
I just went ahead and said my answer because Marquise, if you missed
Prentice
this one and I
said
get
D.
it, I'm the winner. And that's all that matters.
I'm gonna go with C too.
You gonna go with C, Sanders? Okay. Prentice said D, huh? When people become good stewards of their time. Is it A, progress, B, unity, C, stronger leadership, or D, more opportunities?
Leadership steward time.
Richie says A, progress.
I want to switch mine to A.
You going to? Oh, Sanders said
Oh,
A.
I'm finna win now. A double-minded mind. What? A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So,
Stephen. AJ says A.
I'm about to win with this one. It's the
Mama
answer.
said D.
The answer, and they're gonna say,
Sharon
and the
says
new.
A.
Richie, don't try to change your answer now. Stay right there.
I'm 2-1.
AJ says
You 2-1.
C.
I'm 2-1.
AJ, are you on A or are you on C? You said A and C.
He said I'm
What are
all
you
over the
doing?
board. I want them all.
Ambrose said D. Prentice said change his to A.
The crown is back. Prentice, you went the wrong way. Everybody nervous now.
Look, now he done changed again. He said my final answer is D. What? You is tripping. Final answer is D. AJ. So you out of here.
As long as Richie don't say D, I don't matter because the crown is coming on my head.
Brenda
with these
says
headphones.
D. Y'all are funny today.
Oh.
Y'all are cracking me up.
If you say all
Sharon
the numbers,
says A.
if you say all the letters during this time, you got it right regardless.
Okay, here we go. Question with answer. Name something communities gain when people become good stewards of their time. Richie, Sanders, Stephen, Prentice, and Sharon, you all are correct. The answer is A, progress. Communities move forward when people invest their time wisely. Good use of time creates results. So the bigger message is this: time stewardship requires discipline, prioritization, intentional living, and long-term thinking. The builders of Black Wall Street invested their time into businesses, education, community organizations, economic development, family, and faith. They understood that every hour invested wisely could help create opportunities for future generations. Because when communities become good stewards of their time, they turn minutes into momentum and vision into reality.
Congratulations to the winner. I'm glad the show almost over. I only have to endure it for 2 minutes. Sanders, we got 1 minute. What's your final thought? I'm glad we leaving. I don't even know who won. I don't even want to know. You better count. You got 1 minute to say who won.
It wasn't
me. But since we don't know who it was, you better claim it now. You better count. Sanders, you got 30 seconds. We got 30 seconds. What's your final thoughts on the Wake Up? We appreciate you swinging through.
I just want to tell everybody as we go into our next phase of festival that everybody be safe and make good decisions.
Absolutely. Damali?
All right, next, want to remind you guys that Big Bub is going to be in town on June 6th, right here at the 36th Street North Event Center. It is going to be the official album release party for Karan Hall, and it's his birthday. There's going to be special guests Tia Marie, Jay Friday as well. It's from 8 p.m. to 1 o'clock a.m. You can get your tickets at Ticket Storm, so make sure that you do that. Don't forget about the EduRec Unplugged Summer Camp. Registration is still going on right now.
Tell somebody to give you a donation.
And please give us a donation.
Go to edgerecttussle.com. Everybody calling saying I ain't got no money, but I'm dropping
Everybody
off
is calling. I'm like, oh my God.
But the times are hard. Now,
it is.
So if you got a couple extra dollars, then just go to edgerecttussle.com, click donate, sponsor one kid. It's just $100, $20 a day for 1 week. So scholarship, one kid for 1 week. I'm gonna do one. Damali will do one. We all do one.
Yes, absolutely. Don't forget about the Tulsa Empowerment Network and World One Development. We're hosting the community convening on June 20th. And then we're going to have some guest speakers. We'll talk about those tomorrow. And then our theme for tomorrow is execution. So we've been talking about a lot of things that you can do, but we're going to execute them on tomorrow.
Look, Richie said, clean sweep again. I woke up to another lucky day.
And then passed out.
Uncle Brian said, Charles goes down. Down goes Frazier, and Charles was right behind him. Community Wake Up. We're going to see y'all tomorrow. Be blessed. Be thankful Thursday, Throwback Thursday, and all that. Love y'all. Have a good one. Richie, big salutes. We'll see y'all.
We love y'all. Have a good day.